Troy Kearns bringing it to you live from Biloxi, Mississippi, home of Golden Renovations, Southern Way Realty, and this fine young man, Alaine Harpin. Alaine, where are we at right now?
We are at my flip.
All right, so if you want to get started flipping, how long did it take you to get started?
It took me about 5 years.
And how's it going now?
It's going good, you know. We've 4 that we have working right now, with a 5th that's just about to start.
I love it. I love seeing that, man. That's so cool because just like, what is it, 6 months ago, you were like, hey, I don't know if I'm going to close on this flip, because it was a money situation, right? When you're flipping, you're always low on money. You feel that all the time. And I'm like, did you get a good deal? And you're like, I got a great deal. I'm like, close it and wait. And so now you've got like a bunch of them going, right? Are you going to walk us through this flip?
Absolutely. Come on, let's do it.
All right, let's check it out. Can you tell me how you found this flip? I know the answer. But...
All right, so this is kind of a, you know, I like to say I get lucky, but you know, it's one of those things, the harder you work, the luckier you get. I live next door.
What?
Okay.
That's your house?
I live next door.
Okay.
My neighbor, who he was an old guy and we were dear friends with, passed away. His family came to town. They needed to sell the house. I said, look, you know, Wendell has been, you know, a good friend of ours. If you need some help selling the home, we'd be happy to help you. So they said, okay, we'll call you back. So I get a call and I said, you know what? Maybe I should just buy it. And so I was in a position where I could.
So real quick, so you started thinking about an investor before. Like, it's a different mind shift, right? Before you're thinking commission.
Right.
And so that switched in this one.
That's right.
So if I remember, you paid $63,000 for this.
That's correct.
Is that a correct memory?
That's correct.
Acquisition price was $63,000. They gave you a pretty sweet deal on it.
They did.
And they were super cool with you.
Very easy to work with. I paid closing costs. You know, I kind of looked out for the home for several months while they, you know, closed out affairs for my neighbor, and they were generous. They were very nice people.
All right, so take us through the flip. Show us what you've done.
So, you know, the house is about 1,860 square feet. It's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath with a 2-car garage and you know, just under a third of an acre. You know, we had to put a new roof on it. The roof was shot. It was in pretty rough shape.
I'm noticing that these colors look very familiar, but I like your door, man. That door is a good looking color.
I stole those colors from you, my man.
Good job, man. I love it. Good.
I told you that a long time ago.
You're not copying people who are doing a good job. I'm always copying people. So copying is just the way to do when you flip houses. If you see somebody's got a good idea, copy it and roll with it.
It's just, why reinvent the wheel?
So we're looking at one of my flips.
We're looking at one of your flips.
Comment below, before we ask him, comment below how much do you think he's going to sell this property for? How many square feet is it again?
1860.
This is a good look. You painted all this old brick?
Yeah, it's stone. And
it looks amazing.
It does. Does that not look fresh?
It looks dope. I really think it looks really good. This blue, I might steal this color. I like this.
Okay.
This is a good looking color.
I love blue.
So where are we at right now?
Okay, so this is kind of like a foyer, right? And so it backs up to the fireplace. This is kind of like a little intermediate room. And then there's a sunken living room down there. Let's just go right through here. We'll do a little round robin. Cool. So this is the kitchen. I don't know how complicated you want me to get, but used to be an island in here. It was ugly.
Let's go complicated.
We didn't change a lot in here. We put this closet in here. We put this half wall, regular garage, you know, double garage. Used to have 2 doors. We took out the middle post.
Ooh!
Made it a double.
Smart. Why?
Why? Because you can't get today's cars in these driveways, in these garages.
On top of that, is it less expensive?
And it's less expensive for 1 door.
And one
motor.
Right, so
yeah.
What he did 2 things. 1, he saved expenses. He probably made it look better.
Looks way better.
And he cut out 2 motors and 2 doors. How much was this garage door installed?
I think the installed was $1,800. We saved like $1,000 going with 1 door.
1 door, right. So big savings. What are you gonna do here in the garage?
I'm gonna paint the floor and then we're done. Just once we get all these.
Paint the floor, I like that idea.
It's all you, bro.
I love painting the floor.
It's all you.
Always paint the floor in your garage door. And you might think, well, you know, the paint's just gonna peel up, which we all know it is. But when you turn over a house, it's in beautiful shape, and that's what you're supposed to do. You turn over. If you had pressure wash it, it would still look like an old piece of concrete.
Right.
I like these. These are
4-foot LEDs from Amazon,
How
baby.
much?
29 a piece, maybe.
$29 a piece.
Maybe. All right. Here's the box right here. But you know, everything LED today, man. And it's super easy to install because those old incandescent lights, I think they're called, they're just really heavy. but they have super light, and these LEDs just blow it away. And they're so much less expensive.
How much was this laminate?
$275 maybe.
Did you buy it from Sean?
I did.
Okay, good.
Those guys have just great products, really great installers.
Did you get the cabinets from them too?
Got the cabinets from Core. Just super easy to work with, and their prices are good.
Prices are good. Why'd you pick this granite in this cabinet?
I picked it. Well, look, the cabinets. I try to buy stuff on sale. The brown was a discontinued item, and I said, "What do you guys got on sale?" Well, we're not selling the brown. I said, I want the brown. And so that's how we got the brown.
Now, why didn't you go carpet down here?
Because people don't want carpet in their living space. They want hard surfaces.
You think so?
I really do, because they want to put a throw rug in there. Wall-to-wall carpeting does not work.
Comment below if you think
carpeting or hard surfaces in the living areas are better. The thing is, if you got like this house and you got another room for entertainment, you know, and watching movies and stuff, carpets are good. But this doesn't have another living space.
The only reason I like carpet here, this is why. I've done it. It's so hard to get this stuff to flow, right? If you roll carpet over stairs, I always just find it's a little bit easier in these types of areas. That's the only reason I maybe would have done carpet here. But I've done both. So are these tubs coming back in style?
I don't know, but I like it.
I love it.
This tub was here, and it's like the only thing we saved in this.
Hold on a second.
Hey, Troy, that's a Cinderella hot tub.
So
Like a
this-
tub.
So
Cinderella
how am
tub.
I taking a tub in here? I'm floating like
You're
this.
gonna sit down in
Put your
there.
legs up there.
You can sit down in there. You know, you can sit on there. You can look at.
You know.
It's great for bathing children because you
There
can
you go.
sit in the tub.
I have a feeling you're not selling this house.
I keep saying it like I'm selling it, but you know,
These are some nice windows
they're
here.
okay. You know, they're okay.
They were not that nice.
They're way nicer than they
Are
were.
you kidding me? You touch them and they crack. No, they've been here forever. The house was built, what, 76, 70?
Something like that,
It's
yeah.
horrible. And then they had people come in here and destroy the house.
We got a 4-bedroom here?
3.
3. So bedroom number 1. Is this the master right here?
Yeah.
Master's here. Is that new tile?
That's brand new.
Yeah, I wouldn't put that in there. That would be just my only.
Why? It looks great.
Well, you know what? I don't have an opinion about it other than I think it looks like 59-cent tile.
Do you really? Even with the the
Well,
accent?
these are out. So this color is out. So Alaine, out of a 10 of a 10 on flips, I'm gonna give you like a 9.5.
Come on.
You're kidding
That
me?
much?
That much?
I thought I'd be. I'd
No,
be thrilled with an 8.
My 2 things would be the carpet here.
Okay,
I think
that's
you
a good
should-
idea. It would be real cozy down there.
And it's easier than trying to put this crap together.
That's real expensive to do that too.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to
I
say.
know,
It's way
I know.
easier. I've seen guys do that before.
I know, it's really
So I would have
expensive.
rolled carpet down there because I think it would have been a little bit more cozier.
Yeah.
And I would have done a different tile in the bathrooms. That's the only changes I would have made. Everything else I love.
All right, well,
I think you hit all the LEDs right perfectly, except for this one's not centered. That should be on that side centered. Why do you have 3 going this way and 2 only on that way?
we did 4 and then just 2 right over to the fireplace.
Okay, but this one is symmetrical to that, so it feels like it should.
Is it? Oh, I didn't notice. Give me a 0.25 deduction.
Okay, so we'll give you a 9 out of 10, okay? $63,000 was the acquisition cost. How much did you put into the property?
Probably 65 right now.
So we're in it to $128,000.
Right.
What's the anticipated sales price or refi price if you guys move in?
230?
$230.
Yeah.
So you're looking at a $100,000 profit?
It's like yeah,
How many houses do you got to sell in Mississippi to make $100,000?
a whole lot. Like probably 30.
At least. So 30
Right.
houses or 1 flip and you make
Yeah,
as much as you can make in a full year.
yeah.
And how many flips you got going on right now?
5.
We created a monster, dude.
No, you did.
You did.
Good, I'm glad, man. Let's check out the yard real quick.
Okay.
Is this new concrete here? Or is it,
Nope, I just had it pressure washed.
Did you do it yourself?
I did not. Yeah, that's gonna be it's gonna be a gray kind of a slate tile right there.
Don't use the 59-cent stuff.
I didn't. I used good stuff. It's 12 by 24. It was like $2 a square
I think
foot.
the house looks beautiful on the outside and on the inside. I think you did a lot of nice colors, touches.
Well, thank you.
Okay, so here's a cool little suggestion.
Uh-huh.
You should trim this out maybe.
Yeah, I gotta do something because this
Or
looks rough.
put like just some jewelry on the
that
actual
stuff that you can
garage.
buy that looks like hinges and stuff?
Yes.
The black
exactly.
stuff?
Put a couple of hinges and
All
that'll
right.
probably be enough is all you need.
Okay.
Put that on there, that'll make it pop.
And put a header trim piece on there or something?
I don't know. Just put the hinges on first
Yeah.
and see how that goes. It might just be enough. right there. Like if you get those little fake ones.
Yeah, right.
Right here. And right here, and then maybe just a handle. It's got to roll through, but whatever. You know what I mean? Something that looks at. Let's look at the yard. So what we got going on here in the backyard?
The yard's a mess. You know,
you gotta push that stuff back.
Yeah, there used to be a window there.
So, yeah. Can't tell.
Yeah. See, it's aluminum siding. Yeah. That was the original siding, but we took it all off the front because it was all beat up.
Did they do the roof for you?
No, I had some other guy do the roof before I met Alex.
I'd have him do my roof versus Alex.
It's an expensive roof.
How much was it?
10.
For that size of roof, that's not bad.
Yeah, it was.
You're gonna pay $7,500 for something smaller than that, so I would say that's a good price for a roof. Yeah. Was that with material?
That was 10 G's and like 17 pieces of deck that were replaced.
Yeah, but you got an architectural shingle on there too, right?
Oh yeah.
Are you gonna do anything with this tree right
I'm gonna trim all this stuff up, get all the junk, get the tires out of there. I'm gonna do a little work on the oak tree.
So and is this now the nicest house in the neighborhood?
In this my little neighborhood, probably pretty close to it.
And this roof is awesome. I mean, the shingles he put on there alone, you got a $10,000 roof. I don't think you got ripped off at all. If you spent $50,000 in the house and you spent $10,000 on the roof, I think you got a good deal. So you're gonna put a bunch of grass seed here, you're spreading that out?
I'm gonna do a bed and yeah, I'm gonna do a flower bed.
You doing that yourself?
Yeah, like the one I did over there. I did a big old flower bed over there, that woodland garden.
You like that stuff, right?
I do. I spend too much time doing that stuff.
You're a new flipper, I would say, right? What's your advice to people who are trying to get started investing in real estate? You've seen me, this is like one of my first markets I bought out of the state with. You were my realtor on the first transaction I bought out of state. And now you work with a bunch of people who are out of state, a lot of people from Las Vegas still, right? And what would your advice for somebody who's looking to invest in real estate, somebody who's trying to get started, what would your advice be to them?
Well, if I was gonna start investing, you gotta be financially sound. And I've seen a lot of stuff that says, I had no money, I had $10 and now I'm a millionaire. I'm not that guy. You gotta have credit, you gotta have some money in the bank, you gotta have something going on because you're gonna need lenders, you're gonna need to get money. And then you just have to be a hound finding good priced property, because as Troy showed me, the profit is built on the front end. And this is not a cliche. You have to buy the house for as little as possible, and then you just work the plan, whether it's a rental or it's a flip, and you just dial in that plan. You got to spend a lot of time figuring it out. No one's going to do the work for you, and no one's going to figure it out for you. You have to do the work, but it's not rocket science.
Your first flip, going back with your contractor, Jeff, at the time, I remember you bought that property. It was probably 4 years ago, 5 years ago?
Yep, it was 2015, yep.
Okay, so 7 years ago.
Okay.
7 years ago was your first flip, and you really paused after that. You didn't really do anything.
I did. I took like a 3-year hiatus.
Okay, so you did a flip 3 years ago. Wasn't a good experience for you. It was very stressful for you.
Yeah.
It took like 11 months or 12 months to do the job.
Forever.
What did you learn about that?
You got to have a good contractor. I did the whole thing on cash. It took me forever, and you can't tie your money up for a year because I was stuck holding that house the whole time, and I couldn't work my money into the next deal.
You know, people are always having trouble. You mentioned that you need to have good finance, you need to have good credit, but in the beginning, you actually used private money.
Yeah.
And private money, what we talk about is friends and family.
Right.
Your brother didn't have the experience.
Right.
You had the experience. How much money have you made your brother?
I probably made my brother $50,000.
Total?
Yeah.
What did he have to do?
He just wrote a check.
He wrote a check. He made $50,000 for writing a check.
Yeah.
Pretty good deal for him?
I would say.
Who's going to look out after your brother better than you?
Nobody.
Right. So you made him $50,000. He helped you get started. Was it a good relationship for both of you guys?
It's still a good relationship. I just, what happens is you become somewhat selfish because you realize, and you get to a point where you can do it on your own. And, if you have partners and everything, you are splitting everything in half and doing all the work.
So what you realize is that the money is the smallest part. You realize that the money is the easiest part, and flipping the house is the hardest part.
That's it right there.
The real thing is, once you build your confidence, is what he had to do. Once you build your confidence, like anything, and you go, okay, because he's doing this one, now the next one's easier.
Right.
Now you're taking another shot. The next one's easier. The next one's easier. The next one's easier. And then next thing you know, Alaine owns all of Mississippi. And Troy's.
Yeah.
All right. So, any parting words of wisdom?
Fantastic business. And there's never a bad time to be in this business, ever. When the market's terrible, it's a great time to buy. When the market's great, it's a great time to sell. And it's still a great time to buy, because there's always a great deal out there.
Always a great deal out there. People who saying there's not great deals. Did you just sell 53 Creek Bank for us?
I sure did.
Was that a home run?
That was a freaking home run and a half.
So
you have a history of home runs.
This is a home run.
Yeah.
This is a major home run. When we talk about home runs, there's base hits where you're making like 10, 15, 20,000 bucks. There's a double where you're making 20 to 40. There's a triple where you're making 50 to 60 to 70. And a home run is when you're making close to 6 figures.
Yeah.
And, you know, especially when you have a little bit of money in.
Mm-hmm.
And you're almost doubling it on the way out. That's
Right.
really, I mean, you can make $100,000 if you're flipping $1 million house, but you got a lot at risk.
Right.
To make $100,000 flipping a $120,000 house or a $230,000 house is a pretty major thing.
Yeah.
What are your commissions that you got to pay out on this one?
Well, 2.5% if I
Two and-
sell if I
Exactly.
sell it. Yeah, 2.5%.
Sounds like you're moving into it.
I haven't wrapped my brain around it fully yet.
Do you love the neighborhood?
I really do. I love it here, and I need to do something nice for my wife.
All right, man. Well, thanks a lot for sharing your flip with us. When can we check out the next one?
Tomorrow.
All right, let's do it tomorrow.
If you like what you just saw, subscribe, like, follow. This is just a fantastic thing to watch.
Peace!